Hi friends, it's Simon, and welcome to my channel. This is the first video I'm making, so it's going to be a bit of a weird one. It's going to be an introduction to myself and about this channel, and as if you read the title, we're also going to make Mead. And this all kind of ties in together, so I guess we'll just start. So, about me. My name is Simon, I am living in Sweden, I am 25 years old, and I work as a game developer. And I'm also very, very impulsive. Hence this channel name, The Impulsive Me. A few weeks ago I saw a video about a meadery, and they were like, okay, we started making mead by ourselves, and then they moved on to make their own entire like factory that makes mead. And I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. I would also like to make something like that. And I've been looking not for a hobby, but something to do, something to test. So being the impulsive me I am, I went out and bought myself all the things I needed to make mead. So I bought honey from a local honey maker here. I bought all the mead or all the wine making stuff, so you can actually make wine and mead and stuff. And then I was like, okay, so let's do it. And today I was going to record, or I was going to make the mead rather. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be great to just record everything? Because I've been watching a bit of vlogs lately, and I thought maybe I could also make vlogs about making mead and other stuff in my life in general. So I set up this super janky recording setup. I'm apologizing about the sound because I don't really have a microphone or anything, and maybe the video quality in case my phone doesn't really cut it. I can actually show you my recording setup right now. It's actually terrible. So here it is. It's just a box of cardboard stacked on each other, and I'm just gonna then I just plop it down there, trying to make. There we go. Hopefully that's good enough. Maybe it's a bit lower than it was before, but that's okay maybe. So yeah, and I'm gonna use this channel to maybe make videos of all kinds. Like I'm gonna make some mead videos about me, the journey I'm taking with making meads, and I'm also probably gonna make some other videos. I have some things in planned, or something planned, if I really like this and if I want to continue making these kind of vlog style videos. So yeah, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna set up everything so we can start making the meat stuff, and then we'll just get started. I might make a time lapse or something of me just setting things up, and yeah, we'll take everything as it goes. Okay, so that was probably the worst montage ever. What I did was I sanitized everything, or I tried to sanitize everything. So I mixed 1 bucket of warm water with my sanitization liquid thingy thing. And then I dipped everything in that. And I have some sanitization water in here, which I swirled around. I'm trying to get on the lid here. I'm probably going to try and dip the lid into the other bucket later. And then I realized my phone is probably gonna die if I keep recording so long, so it's gonna say I started to end it. Or I had to find an extension cord, and then I forgot to turn on the recording again. And I'm a bit nervous because both I'm recording for the first time, and I'm gonna try to make my mead for the first time. So this is probably gonna be a big mess. Hopefully everything is gonna go fine. So here we have my honey. I have 6.5 around there kilos of honey. I have some in these small jars and some in the big jars because when I went to the cellar, that's all they had. But hopefully it's gonna be fine. Some of the honey I've seen have some crystallization on it, but I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think that's a big problem actually. But yeah, everything is sanitized hopefully, and everything is good. I have some of my stuff here, so I'm doing. I know everyone's having different opinions about everything, but this is what I could get a hold of. I have some gopher, which I'm going to try to use to start off my mead. I have some Fermaid-K, which I'm going to use as my nutrient. I also have some, let's see what it is, DAP, which I'm guessing I'm going to mix with the Fermaid-K in my mead. And then the yeast I'm using is Lalvin V47, which I think it's fine. What I've done basically, because my apartment is too hot for using this yeast. My apartment is around maybe 22 to 25 degrees. So what I've done is I have a really small bathroom, and it has a window inside, and it's kind of cold outside right now. It's maybe like 10 degrees or something outside. So what I've done is I've opened the window to my bathroom, and I've been keeping track on how hot and slash cold it gets in there, and it's about around I would say 20 to 15 degrees in there, which is perfect for this kind of heat, I think. So hopefully it's gonna stay stable, but we'll see. Maybe it gets destroyed. We live and we learn, right? So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is I'm gonna fill up all the honey into this bucket, and then I'm gonna get like maybe 4 liters of water, which I'm gonna try to keep at around 20 degrees or something. And I'm gonna mix it in, and we're gonna mix in all the water into the honey. Then we're gonna take and pour in all my water. I'm gonna make a batch which is about around 15 liters in size for this honey. And I'm gonna make the batch. I'm gonna use this drill, which I've tried to sanitize, together with this kind of big rod that I bought, to try and make provide some air into the honey mix. And then we'll see what the sugar content is in it, and then we'll try to fix the yeast, and finally we make everything done. That was a long explanation for something that I don't know what I explained. Okay. I am very nervous. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. We'll start with one of the small buckets and see how it goes. Here we go first. Okay, it's stuck. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it's kind of hard. We might have to warm this actually. Okay, so I looked it up, and I can liquefy the honey. It's probably gonna take like an hour or so to get all the honey deliquified. Alright, it hasn't been an hour, but I saw that some of the big jars have actually started moving. I'm not sure if that's because some water has gotten into them when I try to submerge them, or if it means that they are basically just good to go. So, place this one here. So we're gonna try and open one of them. Let's see which one has. This one's pretty fluid. Let's see. No, it just looks like it's actually melted. So, I guess the first jar of real honey done. Nice. This is kind of what I was hoping the first time. Good. All right. Well, I think that's one done. Perfect. Well, this is going a lot better. So warming it up. Good tip for the next time. Right. To be honest, watching the honey go down into this barrel or this bucket is so satisfying. Right, second one done. I think, yeah, this one's fluid. Kind of insane. I never really used honey like this before. It's always been, in tea. I basically only used it in tea, and sometimes in cooking. Okay, so I think my phone overheated, but I don't think that matters too much, because I didn't really do much. Oh god, no, this one's falling down. Oh no, everything is going somewhere. So I think this one has actually finished up, so I can start pouring this one down. And there we go. Finally, the last jar. I won't say it's been quite a journey, but actually all I've done is just put honey in a bucket and It's been something. Okay. Oop, this one was loose. Okay, it is honestly quite satisfying that the final jar is actually a good jar. A lot of the jars have had quite a bit of crystallization or been very solid kind of thing. So that's definitely something I will take to the next batch. Just make sure that all the jars before you start are liquid and will actually easily slide out of the jars or out of the container you have them in, basically. Alright, so there we go. So what I'm gonna do, since all of these jars I had them in water and have paper cutting out of them. I don't see any paper in my honey so far, which is good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new batch of the sanitization bucket. I clean it one, make a new batch, clean everything in the sanitization thingy, and then we'll come back and then we'll make the next step, which is adding water and mixing everything. Okay, time for the next step, which is I'm gonna add the water in here. So I have here 4.5 liters of water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the honey jars again. I'm gonna pour in a bit of water and pour that into here to get, hopefully, the last bit of honey that is left in these ones. So we'll start with here, which is 5 deciliters. And what I'm gonna do is just pour it in here. I'm not gonna be too precise about it. Spray in a bit. And then, okay, I didn't get like any honey from that. I'm not sure if this is gonna be worth it. I think I just pour the honey right straight the water right in. So half a deciliter, and here's 4 liters. So we're gonna try and pour this in. So that's 4.5 liters of water, and then I'm gonna use this ladle to try and mix it all around. Right, so I think that's good enough for a start. I can feel some lumps in here, but I think it's gonna be fixed when I add the rest of the water and start mixing that as well. So this one I'm gonna dump into here again. I don't think I will need that actually anymore. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the next step. So I'm gonna have 15 liters of water in here, and right now I have 4.5 deciliters of water. So I'm gonna add the rest right now, and then I will use the drill and my whatever this is, to aerate it. So I'll be right back once I have filled this one with water. And there. I'm now at 14.5 liters of water. I'm gonna leave the last half for my yeast, which I'm gonna mix with Go Firm. So now I'm gonna aerate this, which I'm gonna do with the drill and this one, as I said. So I just realized a new problem in my entire thing, which I haven't thought about. This one is too thick for my drill. So that means I will do this for hand. So I will do this for like 20 minutes. So we'll come back when that's done. Oops. Okay, so I went a bit overboard in the end there and accidentally spilled it. But I think most of it is fine. I have a lot of bubbles, so I think it should be aerated. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record my, see what my sugar halt is in it right now. And before I pitch the yeast in here, and you see, so it's close to what I want. See if we can. Okay, don't do that. Alright, and then we'll take this one and we'll see what it becomes. Okay, so it looks to be around 1.14 maybe? Or 1.15. Yeah, my OG that I want it to be is 1.1129, and right now it's 1.1. I would say it's definitely below 1.2, so around 1.15, 1.16, I would say. So adding half a deciliter of water will hopefully, adding like half a deciliter of water will hopefully fix the rest. Okay, we are in the final phase, finally. This has been a lot harder than I thought it would be, but I guess anything is first time. So here I have my yeast. I have been letting it stay in some go ferment, and I pitched in some of my mead into here. So now I'm just gonna pitch this into the mead. Here we are. And give it a quick, just mix it around a bit. So I know that all of the mead is just, all of the yeast is just spread around nicely. So I don't have to fight about the food. So I thought I would actually add the Fermaid-K and the DAP right away, but apparently I won't do that until around a day in, so tomorrow I will try and add it. Tomorrow after work I think I will add it. But here we are. It is now complete, I think. I have my mead, or I have my honey, I have my water, and I have my yeast. And 3 simple ingredients, but that took a lot longer than I thought it would. I think it's taken me maybe 2 or 3 hours now, getting everything ready. I think the honey was the hardest part, and then I've just been trying to follow up with the steps afterwards. It's been taking a while. And I had to fix my, oh yeah, I did that before. I checked I added some more water, and my hydrometer went a bit bad, or it went a bit too dry in my opinion. So I scraped out a bit more honey and added that, and then I checked it again, and then it was 1.1. My hydrometer isn't like the most accurate one. Let's see, I'll take it up there. But what I could see, it was around 1.1, and it was 2 lines down, 3 lines down, which I think is like 1.126 or 1.1. Either it's 1.12 or I think it's either, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. So I think it was 1.16, I think. And then I added a bit more water from the, or 1.14 or 1.16. And then I added a bit more water with the yeast, which should have been brought up, I think, to 1.12 or 1.14, around that level. So we're going with 1.14, I think. And the target I wanted to hit was 1.129, I think, or 1.13. So I mean 1.14 is probably good enough. We'll see how sweet slash dry this will become. Okay, so finally the last step. I'm gonna add the lid on and the and this little thingy, so we can actually do the fermentation correctly. Oops. And then we're going to put it on here. Here we are. There. So now both of my the water lines are about max. I'm going to push this one into the lid, have it around like so, put on my cap, there we go. It's a bit tilted, but I think that's because my entire lid is tilted for some reason. That's probably fine. Everything else seems to be sealed. And I'm now gonna I'm gonna move this one to where I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it, as I said, in my bathroom. And hopefully in a few hours it will start bubbling. But I will come back with an update then. Okay. Hello. So the okay, so the meat is finally done, or at least the first part. Hopefully, it will start fermenting in about. Or is it called fermenting? I'm not actually sure what it's called. Yeasting, doing the yeast stuff. Well, whatever. It's hopefully it's gonna be starting to bubble up in about a few hours, and I'm gonna degas it one time tonight, I think, and then one time tomorrow. Maybe I'll degas it like tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and so on. And tomorrow I'm gonna add the Fermaid-K and all of that stuff, and I'm gonna try to do that for this week, and then in a week's time I will just let it be for the rest of it. Making it was definitely a lot more chaos than I thought it would be. But I mean, it is expected, I suppose, since it's the first time, and the first time of anything is really, really weird. Especially when you're doing it alone and trying to just figure things out. But I hope it will be good. There's only one thing that would be bad, and that would be either A, the yeast doesn't start, like they just die for some reason. They don't want to eat the honey, or two, I guess I have messed up some kind of sanitization problem. So I guess some bacteria or some kind of fungus or something in there. That would be horrendous. That would be so sad. But hopefully everything will go smoothly. I will post a video. Or not post a video. I will update. Make a tail or an update to this video once the yeast actually starts making bubbles, so I can show that. Right now I have it in my bathroom, and it's about, when I went in there it said it was 16 degrees inside, but I doubt it. It felt warmer, so I think it's somewhere closer to 17, 18 inside right now, which is, I think, a perfect temperature. But yeah, it's been even though it was very chaos and very stressful in some cases, because I wasn't really sure what I was doing. It was very fun. If I had made it with someone else, I think it would have gone maybe better and been, yeah, like even if there would have been I'm mumbling. Even if it would have been like me and just a friend, and both of us didn't know how to make it, I think we together could have made something easier than what I've done now. But I'm still very proud of myself, and I definitely learned a lot of things that for the next batch I'm gonna have come in mind. Like, for example, making sure the honey is warm enough, maybe having one jar for the honey, more accurately measuring out the honey. I think my hydrometer value became very good in the end, but I added a bit more water and it went down to like 1.1, which I think would result in very, very dry meat. And I was like, no, what have I done? Can I bring in more honey? And fortunately, I had read wrong on my honey jars. So I thought the small jars were 325 grams each, but it turns out that the small jars, was actually 350 grams each. So that's why I think I had a lot of more honey, like a lot sweeter honey, a sweeter water in the beginning before I added more water, because I had calculated it to be 14.5 liters, and then I added up, so it was 15, and then went again a bit too dry. Now I fixed it again with pitching in a bit more honey and stirring it around. I'm still a bit stressed from everything. I haven't eaten anything this entire day, and I've been standing around doing stuff, running around trying to fix things. So I'm gonna grab something, I'm gonna make something to eat and wait a few hours, and hopefully my meat will have started by then. And then we'll see. I'm gonna make a video, I think next week, which is gonna be a follow-up of this and just see how it's been going for it, if there's been any problems or anything. And then I'm gonna follow it up, of course, when I go over to the second fermentation. I might also make some other videos. I haven't really decided how to do this yet. It's still, everything is a bit new and weird. We'll see how it turns out in the production. But yeah, I think that's everything for me today. If you like this video, just comment, subscribe, like the video. I'm not sure how people are actually doing it on YouTube right now. I'm way off. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did, even though it was very chaos. And I will see you guys in another video, perhaps. Bye.